time to focus on the things you need, the things you deserve. You deserve a healthy body, supplements that get you moving and keep you moving, that make you feel good, look good, do good. And they shouldn't contain GMOs, artificial ingredients, or heavy metals, ever. Supplements that are clinically studied, use proven absorption technologies, are designed by scientists, and are ethically sourced and produced. Supplements with everything you need, nothing you don't. You deserve a company that you can trust, that's dedicated to safe manufacturing practices and third-party testing, that ensures the highest quality of effectiveness from extraction of ingredients all the way to the composition of the packaging. Wait a second. You deserve to see the process. You deserve a company led by a CEO with a deep belief in the power of people, dedicated to inspiring entrepreneurs to achieve success. A company with a phytonutrient chemist and expert on natural molecules who is obsessed with human health and has your best interest in mind to design its products. A board comprised of talented doctors from around the world. You deserve to be surrounded by people you trust and look up to. Empowered ambassadors that inspire wellness every day. Leaders who are rooting for you to be the best version of yourself. A community that works hard and plays hard. You deserve to experience adventures that take you around the world, and you deserve to be recognized for your hard work. It's time to get what you deserve. It's time to shift your focus. 3.
Well, hello, everybody from around the world. This is SAMSON Li coming to you from Los Angeles, California. Today, we want to say hello to everybody. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to everyone. It's my privilege and pleasure today to share with you something very, very exciting. So now many of you are looking for that opportunity, and today we're going to talk about something that's truly sweeping across the world. So where does it come from? Well, you know what? It was in 2022 that a group of us, many people who have, from around the world who have made millions in this industry, they've come together and decided to form something big. Why? Well, because there is a need out there, especially after the pandemic. I think everybody noticed that the world has changed. But the question is, do we still want to be locked down? Do we still want to be, prevented from making a living or, doing what we normally do in life? And this need is out there and still is. And, we're still trying to recover from it. That's why, there's people around the world who want to do something for all of you out there. So we decided to come together and form this company called 3. So this is truly a unicorn in our industry, especially, in what is actually meeting the two biggest trends out there today. Because in business, you want to go with the trend, right? Not against the trend. So what is the trend? Well, since the pandemic, more and more people are looking toward being healthy. I think, I don't think I'm too far to say that, look, health, almost, if you have it, it's a blessing, right? If you don't, sometimes it's almost no money can buy it. Let's just put it that way. So health is the #1 priority for people around the world. #2, there's a big trend called cross-border e-commerce. Now, many of you know about e-commerce, but cross-border means international. So the question is, well, with these two exploding trends, well, are you open to the opportunity? Well, if you are, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you about what is happening and how we can all get a piece of that, okay? So our story, well, 3 is a global community of entrepreneurs who are driven by purpose, love, and contribution. I think one thing we all know that, especially since the pandemic, the world has come together. Neighbors have come together. Doesn't matter if people say, everybody's divided, but actually we're more together than ever before in alignment to live a good life. I think that's what it is. And about contribution, where people come together and who are willing to pay it forward to other people over and over again to help our neighbor. So this is the kind of business we have. And the three pillars of three is people, purpose, and platform. Well, why people? Well, people are literally the most important asset to any company, right? So it is the core. We are a company that's clearly understand that people are our greatest asset. So number two is purpose, to build a global community that's focused on the well-being of everyone around us through connection and contribution. The number one thing people want aside from health is connection after the pandemic, and still people are. People are hungry to be together, to do things together, and through what? A platform. And three is the platform, a place where people can actually come together and also do business together. So how we thrive is not by competition, but by cooperation. So three, let's talk about three. Aside from, talk about leaders from around the world coming together. Well, we came together to work with this gentleman, Daniel Piku, the founder and CEO of Three. Daniel himself, let me tell you, he is the American dream, from rags to riches and millions. But you know what? If you've ever been on a journey and self-made like him, just like him, I think all of us would love to see people win in life. And that's the kind of attitude he brings in building Three together with all of us. So, and we're very fortunate to have our Chief Scientific Officer, Dr. Dan Gubler. Now, I'm very fortunate to have traveled with Dr. Dan throughout Asia and throughout North America. He is, I would say, one of the most amazing people, not only scientists I've ever met. He has such passion to contribute to the health, not only to each one of us, but to humanity as a whole. And that's why, he got his PhD in organic chemistry to change the world. And the next gentleman, Mr. Troy Moore, he's our COO. He's in charge of logistic operations, IT, customer service, etc. So Troy has worked with multi-billion-dollar companies before. So he's here helping us build infrastructure. And in a very short time, these gentlemen help us and help the company and help us build a business in 15 markets around the world. Look, we've been only around a little bit more than a year, and we're already in 15 countries. As a matter of fact, we had a record month last month, having global sales. So it's a huge number, and we're about to get into momentum. And well, many of you might be asking, so what's the edge? What is the cutting edge that Three has? What is the competitive advantage that we have to compete? I'll say first, it's our science. The science is very important because if we're talking about contributing to humanity in bioavailable wellness products, well, you need real science. In proactive wellness, where you have to be proactive about your health, well, that's the trend. That's what people want nowadays, and everybody is. Well, first, we have three pillars. First is the exploration. Dr. Dan has led teams of researchers around the world, and I had a little sneak peek. He's going to have a major announcement in August at our convention about a discovery that he's made. So we're not only a marketing company, but an R&D company exploring the 650,000 species of plants out there to find the most bioactive ingredients that can contribute to our health. So the second pillar is called curation. That's where products are carefully crafted to provide benefits specific to your body and needs. So in a sense, it's like a Michelin star chef cooking a master dish, right? So where the ingredients are carefully sourced, non-GMO, natural, and also that it can be formulated in a very special way to maximize our third pillar, absorption. Because look, the old saying is, it's not, we are what we eat, but it's not like that anymore. It's you are what you can absorb on a cellular level, because you can absorb things, but most of the time you cannot absorb it 100%, or not even close, right? So we have that edge. Well, Dr. Dan, his background is very impressive. His PhD is in organic chemistry, expert in phytonutrients, bioactive molecules. He's an award-winning scientist. He has won our industry's Visionary Award. He's done so many things with pharmaceutical companies, from being a tenured professor at BYU, Hawaii, 17 years of cellular absorption formulation, has formulated over 70 nutritional supplements himself, with 16 patents granted or pending. I mean, to even get patents, you got to be pretty smart. So he's also was trained at Caltech. So Caltech, for those who don't know, if you're not in the United States, Caltech is the top scientific school in America. Literally, that's the school that has the most Nobel laureates out of. So to even get in any program there, you have to be the best of the best. And aside from that, for those of you who want to connect with Dr. Dan, he's actually quite an influencer. He has more than 100,000 people on TikTok, more than 100,000 people on Instagram following him, where he gives daily health advice on, plants or food that can contribute to our health. So he is quite a passionate scientist, let me tell you. So along with him, we have a scientific advisory board composed of incredible doctors. I mean, I met each one of these doctors, and they are very impressive in terms of education, and where they work. In some of the top hospitals in the U.S., educated at some of the best medical schools. And I think at least I know one of them. For example, Dr. Jessica Bourdon, she was even nominated as and was the top doctor in all of Texas before. I mean, amazing. And we have that kind of caliber of doctors working with Dr. Dan to develop and work on our product line and work on the science. So it's very exciting. This kind of board, most companies don't have, not even 10 years into their existence. But we already have this board from the get-go, right when we first started. Now, all of these advisors with Dr. Dan help us create the 6 pillars of wellness, the 6 products that we have using cutting-edge science. As a matter of fact, all these products are natural, okay? And also they have formulated where they're highly absorbable, bioavailable, and have tons of documentation of what's in it, plus the efficacy of the products. As a matter of fact, we got in something called a PDR.net. So this is a website where it's been around for years. I mean, before it was online, it was called a physician's desk reference. It was like a big black book the size of a thick dictionary that every doctor in America has. That's where they go to look up the medication to use after they diagnose you. In there's only 22 supplements, and it's very hard to get in because you have to have the documentation. So all 6 of our products are in the PDR. So, this is not like any other supplement. These are well documented and well researched. So I'm going to just go over each of the products briefly. The first is called Vitality. This is like a whole food multivitamin. It has enzymes, has probiotic, minerals, and natural vitamins. Now, before I got to 3, I didn't even realize there's natural and synthetic vitamins. Guess which one you absorb better? The natural vitamins you can absorb much better into your body. And then Vitality is formulated to target the heart, brain, and eye health, and it supports the health of gut microbiome, which is a lot of it is your digestion, absorption, and your immune system. 80% of your immune system is in your gut. And actually, one thing that I love it, and many people report that it promotes cellular energy. So, actually it targets a little organelle in each of our cell called the mitochondria, which is the power plant to our cells. And this, by focusing our nutrients toward the mitochondria, the people's experience, about the Vitality, a common question is, well, does it have caffeine? I said, why you ask? Because, well, they feel so much energy. They don't have to necessarily take the afternoon coffee anymore or afternoon nap anymore. So this is a great product. It's one of the foundations to our health, to our nutritional needs. The second product is called the collagen. So those of you who know about collagen, well, collagen contains type 1 collagen from a well-sourced marine type of collagen that's from the northern seas of Europe, very pure, very clean, extremely well tested for purity and cleanliness. It contains 5 grams of highly bioavailable marine collagen. And this is the type of collagen that your body can absorb because we have a technology where to make the collagen molecule smaller and put it in a lipid using a liposome that can get past your stomach acid into your intestine for you to absorb on a level that's unheard of. Because, look, I know out there, many people take collagen and you might try one brand after another and after another. You never see it working. With our collagen, it's actually, it's only 10 in a box. You take 10 days in a row, and then you are off the next 20 days of the month. And then next month, you start to cycle all over again. So you put these liposomal collagen into your body so your body can have the collagen in your skin, nail, and hair. And then the rest of the month, and actually the collagen tells your body to make its own collagen. So that, that's the type you really want, the one that don't go away as easily. Now, the third product, I love it. It's called the Eternal. So I like to call this the ultimate anti-aging product because it has incredible ingredients. It has very powerful antioxidants in there, such as resveratrol and glutathione. It fights the oxidation, especially. Nowadays, what I found is that people are very stressed about life. Well, they need this to fight the oxidative stress. So it contains more than 200 milligrams, or roughly around 200 milligrams of resveratrol, and these are tested by batches, okay? And resveratrol is known to be a very powerful antioxidant, good for heart health, also of cardiovascular health, anti-inflammatories, supports anti-inflammatory status, does many things to promote cellular health and longevity. So this is a very, very good product. Also, it has CoQ10, which is good for the heart, and also has glutathione. Glutathione is like the mother of antioxidant. But your body makes that. But as you age, you make less and less of that in your body. So look, it doesn't matter if you're whatever age you're at. This product is good for young and old. Okay. Now, the fourth product is amazing. It's called the Revive. The Revive has many powerful ingredient, and it's all natural. And one of the things it has, the hero ingredient, is the liposomal curcumin. For those of you who don't know what curcumin is, this comes from a turmeric root, but also commonly found in curry. So if you eat curry, you'll notice if it's yellow curry, the yellow part is the curcumin. Curcumin is known to support healthy anti-inflammatory status in the body. But again, the problem with curcumin, just like collagen, the molecule is very big, is very hard to absorb. I mean, I don't think you can eat enough of it for it to be effective. So, Dr. Dan put it into a little tablet using liposome. He micronized the curcumin so we can easily absorb it. For myself, most of my discomfort, and now I'm in my mid-50s, most of my discomforts are almost completely gone. And this is truly something amazing. So, and also if you work out, it helps your body to recover faster also. So it counteracts the effects of free radical also as a result. The Purify is something that we all need because the environment and the food that we eat is not the same as it was before, like maybe 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, and there's a lot of pollutants in the air and in the water even. So the Purify is designed to detox and clean liver, lungs, colon, kidneys, and skin. So these are some of our major organs, and we need that. So it eliminates toxins from these organs and increase the nutritional absorption in the body, supports a healthy weight, eliminates heavy metal toxins. As a matter of fact, people ask, oh, Samson, how come the Purify is green? Well, I learned from Dr. Dan, the green on the capsule, which is actually like a veggie cap, it contains a lot of chlorophyll or chlorophyllin, and which actually attaches onto the heavy metal in the body and pulls it out. So this is an amazing product that people can actually feel the difference. Now, the last product we have is Immune, and this promotes promotes the health of the innate and adaptive immune system. We actually have a patented technology, patent pending technology in there called quorum sensing, which slows the communication between bacteria and viruses. So your body has a better chance to fight these off. And also, the immune enhances the microbiome. And as you know, like I said before, it's 80% of our immune system is in the gut. Well, earlier I talked about absorption. And what we did was we sent all the products to a third-party lab. And what they use is a cacao-2 test, which is the same test that pharmaceutical companies use to test absorption in a product. So as you can see here on the very right, far right, there is the organic control. So the typical multivitamin. So these products are dripped through two simulated membranes, like our cellular membranes, and to see how much product can get through. So, well, the normal organic control multivitamin is only between 10 to 15% that you can absorb on a cellular level. Well, you look at here, it's incredible. Even the lowest one, lowest product that we have in absorption is the Revive, which is, you can absorb 30%. That means 3 times better than a multivitamin that's on the shelf. And then you see even like the Purify, the detox, up to 88%. The collagen is 73%, vitality and immune 44%. And the one that shocked me was the Eternal. It's in a liquid form, but you can absorb what's in it up to 95% absorption. I've never heard of that before. So these things, no, it's really doing a lot of good on a cellular level. I mean, people feel the benefit. And the other amazing test that we start doing is an epigenetic study on, well, we started with 4 of the 6 products. We'll probably do the other 2 coming down the pipeline. But this is truly for the scientific nerds out there, just like me, okay? Because, I was told that many years ago, your DNA is the blueprint to your body. I mean, it seems like, our destiny is in our DNA, but that's actually only 50%. It's the DNA that makes up the genes, and in the human body, about 20,000 of them that modulates up or down. It controls many things, such as inflammation, our ability to our cellular metabolism, many other like inflammatory status, the antioxidant system, the blood sugar, insulin levels. Well, the products positively. All these 4 products, the Vitality, the Revive, the Eternal, the Collagen, it positively affects our genes that control many, many important functions. So such as like they help to support our healthy blood sugar level or insulin level, and same thing with the inflammatory status. That's very important. Now, for those of you who want to look into more, we can provide you with the actual study, or and if you want to let somebody who's well read in the scientific way, well, such as a doctor and scientist, we have that. So we have also with the absorption test also to show you. So these products, and also the idea of what 3 is doing in so many markets around the world, well, it is something that is taking advantage of the 2 biggest trends ever, especially in the times that we're in now, because of the connectiveness of the world. Well, the question is, are any of you open to making money with it? Well, if you are, if you can just give me about 10 minutes, I can describe how it works for you. So are you ready? All right. So the opportunity is this. So each of us can start the business with 3 and actually work all 15 markets immediately online. And why I say that is because, nowadays people are connected through social media or apps such as WhatsApp, WeChat, Line, TikTok, etc. We can connect with our friends and family anytime, anywhere. And such as 3. So in those 15 markets where we ship to in North America and in Asia, well, people can buy the product and use right now. That's the opportunity. So this is something very powerful. This is a cutting, and how we get paid, it's a cutting edge rewards plan. I like to call it the new generation of entrepreneurship. It's a mobile business from the comfort of your home or your phone with unlimited growth potential, low risk, free from traditional business headaches. So three, as a platform, it's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You get your replicated website. The company drop ships the product for you everywhere in those 15 markets. There's no traditional overhead such as employees, rent, etc. The company that takes care of all that, and there's a chance to continuously make money from it. So we're actually very simply in the business of sharing. All you have to do is share your links where customer pay direct to three. Company drop ships product to their home or office. No need to stock goods, no miscellaneous expenses, wages, rent, cash flow, arrange logistics. You don't have to do that. The company does all that. There's many ways to make money. The first way is retail. So anywhere, for example, North America, people can buy the product and you can make a 25% commission right away from your website. And then the company, like I said again, drop ships to them. The second way is, I like to say, for the people that are close to you or repeat customer, they can pay the $30 a year to be a preferred customer. And anytime they buy something, you can override that and get a commission from that on repeat sales. Preferred customer can put themselves on subscription or what we call smart ship, so they can get product every month automatically. Now, the third way to get paid is the product introduction bonus. So when we started, we asked Daniel, hey, if they buy more than one product, can they get a deal? So we put these packages together with multiple products in them, anywhere from $200, $600, $1,360, $2,800. When you refer somebody, they buy these packages, you can get a PIB anywhere from $25, $100, $245, and $350. You also get something called CV, or commissionable volume, which you can earn. The more CV you have or points you have, the more you can get paid from them. Okay. So we're based on a consumption points income model. That's where the points are assigned to product, like the CV I mentioned to you. It's like airline miles, it's like credit card miles. Look, if you belong to a club, a supermarket, retail, catering industry, members points reward program, it's very similar. When other people buy product through you or the people that they refer, you override all that. Every time you get points, you can get paid over and over and over again every time they buy. So the breaking point is all consumption points come from acquaintances and strangers, unlimited performance sharing, global connection without borders. So that means you can override any of those 50 markets. It doesn't matter where, if you're in Vietnam and you override sales from US, or in US, you override sales from New Zealand, Australia, anywhere. Or if you're in Japan, you override sales from different countries. You can do that. So so the income can be ongoing. And so, for example, another way to get paid is a team commission, where all you have to do is to build two organizations. So when you first start the business, you pay $30 a year, US dollar, and you have your online store. And you refer a couple of friends. They could be in the country where you're at or somewhere else. One on one side, the other on the other side. And anytime they buy a product, you get points. So for example, the system will look at when you get 300 points on one side, 600 on the other, total 900. You get a $35, what we call cycle. For example, a box of Eternal with the resveratrol, and glutathione, that's 60 points. So if you can imagine, let's say one team collectively, they buy 5 boxes, the other side 10 boxes, you make a ka-ching of $35. Now, if you have 10 happy customers and they buy product every month, well, you know what? You can what we call a happy 10 qualification. Instead of 35, you can make $45 a cycle. And you know what? This can pay to infinity, okay? Infinitely deep. Now, we do have caps because the company cannot pay everybody to infinity. So the first cap is 500 cycles times $35 a week, which is $17,500 a week. I think what is $70,000 a week in 4 weeks. So the maximum cap is 600 cycle. And if you have the happy 10 times $45, that's 27,000 a week. Now, another way to get paid, well, let me tell you, this is this is a totally different business model, because if you know that this business model, encourages teamwork, this is kind of how it works. So in normal models, everyone builds different teams. Instead of two teams, everybody you refer is an individual, and they do not work together. But here, you only have two. So as you put people left and right, left and right, left and right, whoever's on a higher position overrides whoever's below them, everything that they buy or sell. And then imagine that this is in 15 countries. So this can be quite big. Now, another way to get paid is called leadership matching. The way I like to talk about this is like referring a friend to a job. What if every time they get paid, you get paid? So, anybody that you refer is known as your level one. When you get to the rank of 1 star, you can match their team commission 20%. If you have the happy 10 customers, well, you can actually match them 30%. For example, if you sponsor me, I'm your level one. And anytime I get paid 35, you have a chance to match 20 or up to 30%. Now, if this week I cycle up to $1,000, the company pay me $1,000, and the company will pay you, if it's happy 10, 300. Given that, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years down the road, what if I'm doing like 10,000 a week and you are matching me 30%? Well, that's quite a number. Everybody that I refer is known as your level two. If you're a 2-star, you can match level 1 and 2, level 2, 15%. So if I go sponsors about 50 people out there, there'll be 50 people you can match anytime they make the team commission. 15%. Level 3 is 10%. You can match it as a 3-star. Level 4, 5, 6, and 7, as you go up 4-star, 5-star, 6-star, 7 stars, you can match each of these level 5%. Now, I like to be realistic. Not everybody will work, or some people will work some. Some people might be superstars. Well, what's your chance of matching them? Well, the higher rank you achieve, the more matches you can, and this can be very substantial. Now, if you get to a director level, these people are doing, 2 to 300,000 a month in their team. So they can actually split 3% of what we call a global company sales leadership pool. This is 3% of company sales, and you work your way to qualify for that. The bigger your business, the more you can get from that 3%. Now, for the unique time right now, what we're releasing, because we're releasing our final round of global founders pool. After that, it'll be by country, new country only. Well, we have a position called a founders position, where if you're a founder, you can split 2% of founders pool. That's 2% of company commissionable volume every week. So this is something that anybody can participate now. You don't have to be a director, but this is limited time until all the founder positions are gone. So as you go up the rank, the company also gives you reward certificates and tokens to let you buy product, or you can use that to give to other people to buy product or to encourage them to build a business. Another way is, as you get to the diamond level, you actually get, cash bonus from 50, 100 to $250,000 one-time bonus. Now, aside from the money, how many of you love to travel for free, right? Well, right now we have a promotion going this year. The 6-star and up vacation paid by the company in full, if you can reach in the qualification period, which ends September 15, 2024. You can go with us on the Ritz-Carlton luxury yacht. So I didn't even know Ritz-Carlton is one of the most famous hotel chains in the world. I didn't even know they had a yacht. So this for sure is going to be a treat in the Caribbeans. Now, for our Asian friends, well, there's an incentive trip. The last day to qualify is June 2nd to go to Fiji, where the company pays for your trip. And for North America, we're going to Tulum, Mexico. Woohoo! So we have these annually. I mean, nowadays, to tell the truth, I think people work for the trip more than they work for money. So at this time, look, there are 3 ways to get started. Retail customer, you can, just go back with whoever referred you. You can buy retail from them. Or if you want to be a preferred customer, you pay the $30 membership and you can buy all the product at wholesale. And also during those promotional times where we have promotion on the products. Or you can choose to be a brand ambassador where you pay $30 enrollment fee. You buy all the product wholesale. You get your website that's already created for you with your username and also online back office to help you manage your business. And you can start making money with 3. So there's, 4 packages you can choose from, and you can buy whatever you want even. So, it's up to you. The first package is the intro pack. It's 200 points, and it activates you as a brand ambassador. The premium pack, where you get 1 to 2 product of each of the 6, is $600. Now, the benefit of that, you get level 1, 2, and 3 matching, leadership matching immediately once you qualify for the first 4 weeks. Now, the business builder pack, for the people who want to start building a business, this is an option. You get 2 to 5 of each of the product, and you actually don't have to buy anything, any subscription, any sponsorship for 3 months, and you get 3-level matching for the first 12 weeks. And for a limited time, the founder pack, to become a founder, you can buy this package, $2,800. You get anywhere from 7 to 9 of each product. Actually, you get 7 of each product. Then they give you 2 free revives, 2 free purify, and 2 free vitality. And you get 3-level matching right away for 12 weeks, plus $100 token for you to actually buy product or give it to somebody else. So this is limited time until we sell out, okay? And this could be, I don't know when, it could be within a month, 2 months, 3 months, I don't know. Whenever the demand, it's all gone, it's done. So look, in timing, it is everything in business. Look, I mentioned earlier, when we first start, there's a bunch of us that made a lot of money in the industry coming together with Daniel to create 3. We're at the very beginning. There's a professor from Harvard who came up with the ideas of the 4 stages of growth. First stage is called formulation. That's when a new company starts and they're creating the product, building the infrastructure. Well, we're still in the formulation stage. And then once, the formulation stage gets to be at a mature level where there's more infrastructure like offices and warehouses around the world, which we're on the way to doing already. Well, sales is going to go up as the ease of business gets better, to do business gets easier and easier and better. So the concentration stage is when a lot of people start hearing in 3 and the sales start going up rapidly. And then there's a stage called momentum. That's when many people has heard of 3, but not everybody has used the product yet or start the business yet. So that's called momentum. And through events and marketing efforts of each one of you, automatically, almost, it seems like that the business will explode. That's where the most millionaires are created. There are companies out there, maybe 20, 30, 40, 50 years old. They're in the stability stage. So growth is single digits, if that. So we are far from that. We're at the formulation stage. So the timing is very, very important, okay? So we are pretty much, look, we're a community of entrepreneurs. We are connecting with people. We are with purpose. We want to give this proactive health approach, educate people with cutting edge products to build this, to facilitate this trend of health and also cross-border e-commerce. That's opportunity. So today I have a few friends who can share with you their experience with 3. How do you like that, huh? So the first person I'd like to introduce is somebody amazing. She has a great story. Please welcome Amber Blount from Texas, USA. Hello, Amber. How are you today?
Hey, how's it going, Samson?
I'm doing great. Thank you for taking the time to come on to share with all of us your experience with 3. So can you tell the folks your story?
Yeah, absolutely. So we were actually given Immune and Eternal from a sweet friend and neighbor, Emily Baker. And this was back in January. And she said, just take this home and try it. And we were like, okay. So we go home and we try it what her suggestion was. And within a week, we started to notice some changes. Now, my husband, he has multiple sclerosis. He was diagnosed when our very first daughter, was 3 weeks old. So talk about a whirlwind of life changes. We had no idea what that meant at the time, and we didn't know what we were in for. That was 16 years ago. So as you can imagine how life has gone since then, just lots of things. So anyway, so we get these products in January, and one of the biggest battles that my husband has faced is fatigue and also depression with this. Fatigue is one of the #1 MS symptoms that they have to battle through daily. It's very extreme. And so within a week, we noticed that the energy levels and just his body was getting the support that he needed. The energy levels were just rising and rising and rising. And I will tell you, he also, when he was 6 weeks old, he had open heart surgery, and he is healed from that. But, you know, it's been a long process of a journey, but I got to tell you, 3 products have blessed our lives immeasurably. He went from the fatigue that he was battling, getting at the end of the day, just being absolutely exhausted and barely having energy at the end of the day, to he is able to go to the gym several times a week and bust out workouts. And he's truly able to take his health back now the way it should have been. And I can truly see that his body is working at its peak level more than it has in years. It is really awe-inspiring. I look at him every day, and I'm just beyond thankful that we were given this opportunity.
Wow, that's amazing. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
Wow. That,
Yes.
So now you're actually doing the business?
I am. Yep. I
Wow.
am. It was after, gosh, we were on the products for 3 weeks, and we just looked at each other and we were like, we're all in. This is something this is totally different. We've never experienced anything like this before. And it is truly different. I've heard that so many times. It's different here, and it truly is. It is such a blessing.
Well, thank you, Amber. Wow. I can really feel it from my heart. How, your story. I'm so happy for your husband and your whole family. I know you have so many other stories about yourself and your mom and all that. Oh, what a blessing.
Yeah, it
Thank
is.
you for
It is.
taking the time. I know when I heard your story a while back, I couldn't wait to get you on here to share with everybody. But I really heard it directly from you this time, so it's very heartfelt. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Well, thank
Thank
you.
you for taking the time, and give my
Yes.
regards to your husband and your mom, and I mean, welcome to the Three family. Thank you. Thank you
I'm
so
glad to
much.
be here. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Next person I'd like to bring on. He's very busy guy. He's working 3. Please welcome Dr. Dale Curtis from Sedona, Arizona. Hello, Dr. Curtis. How are you?
Good, Samson. How are you?
Good. Great to see you. Look at you. You're outdoor.
I
Nice.
am in beautiful Arizona. You can't beat it. Can't beat
All
it.
right. Can you share with the folks around the world about your story?
Sure, sure. As Samson said, I'm Dale Curtis, and I've been a practicing physician for 32 years now, and specializing in aerospace and emergency medicine, and did that again for close to about 24 years. And running around emergency departments, standing on my feet, and working crazy hours. But back in 2020, I decided I needed to do something different. So I stepped out of emergency medicine and took a job with essentially became Optum at Home in an executive position. And through some corporate restructuring, that position and that division was completely eliminated in February. And so kind of for the first time in my life, I found myself laid off and kind of thought, well, what am I going to do now? So I know I could have gone back into emergency medicine, but decided, you know what? Gary's got this thing going. Gary's my other half. And it was with a curated phytonutrient company that is a global e-commerce, and so we had been on the products for over a year now. We started back in March of 2023, and at the time after taking them for a couple of weeks, like Amber said, I had a lot more energy. I was sleeping better. I was just feeling great, and so things were going great. And then actually about a couple of months ago, I found out through just kind of looking back that, I had chronic back pain from all those years of running around emergency departments. And I hadn't had any back pain for 6 months. And that was basically, I give it up to the Revive, just because taking it every day and back pain to the point where if I bent over wrong to pick up something, I could be out for a couple of days. But that doesn't happen anymore. So when I found myself laid off and with a lot of time on my hands, I decided, let's dive into this. Let's start telling people about 3 itself. And over those 32 plus years of being in medicine, I literally have known hundreds and hundreds of physicians, met them, worked with them, alongside them, and I just started picking up the phone and calling these physicians, friends of mine, and saying, you know what, you guys got to try this stuff. You really got to try this stuff. And if you like it, you think it's impressive, then, and of course, doctors, we all tend to be science geeks ourselves to a certain extent. And so we, I started sharing the information about the absorption study, the epigenetic studies, and the epigenetic stuff is sexy. I mean, that really is, because that's cutting edge medicine. That's where we're going to be going from now in the next 5 to 10 years in medicine. And that in and of itself is really cool stuff. And the fact that these products can actually up and down regulate the enzymes brought out from the epigenetics is fascinating science. So with that, we both decided that we're gonna do this full time, and so here we are, and having a great time and sharing both not only the products and the health benefits from it, but also the fact that this is a great business opportunity. If you want to have some residual income down the road and you want to be able to retire and have a good life and a lot of freedom, you can work hard at the beginning, but you know what? That's going to keep going down the road and keep building a business, and you're going to have some time on your hands, which is what we all want and need, I think.
Well, terrific. Wow. Well, welcome to Building 3 full-time with us.
No, you're welcome. Glad to be here.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for taking the time. I know, you're out there doing meetings in Scottsdale. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Dale.
Thank you.
All right. And the last person I'm going to bring on, he's a rock star. I think almost literally, he's into many businesses. Please welcome Johnny Devalue. How are you, Johnny, from Florida? How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm so glad to be here. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, it's very nice meeting you. I know Amy Dunlap introduced us on the chat group just a couple months ago. So anyway, can you tell the folks about your story? Why are you in
Absolutely, Samson. Absolutely. Thank you so much. And I'm so glad to share with everyone because I, like Samson said, I've been an entrepreneur. I've been in so many other businesses. Part of my story is that I usually joke around. I had to learn how to manifest things because I couldn't quite work through them. It had to do a lot with me being dyslexic as a kid and just really having a lot of challenges with the way, you do conventional work. So I caught on to an idea of becoming financially independent very young. So I looked around and I got on it. And I've been into real estate most of my life, but then recently, at least the last 5 years, right before I found 3, I was looking into getting more into life coaching because of my experience of, having this amazing life. The moment that I heard about the products, I said, I need to take these. I've always been proactive in health, but when I heard the science, I was like, this is something uniquely different. And I didn't know exactly how the the whole distribution system worked or the platform or what 3 was all about. I just really like saw the product, and my wife and I both said, this is something that we should take. And when we started taking it, we started noticing the difference. We had already signed up and wanted to just get some more information. And the moment that we connected with the community, Samson, that's when the magic started happening for us. Because, all these great people that you hear from today, these testimonies and Samson and everyone who comes together to put forth this opportunity, the person who invited you here today, it's all comes from a generous heart, and you could feel that. And that support was really what kind of shifted me and said, I really wanted to go in fully, because I'm able not only to help people knowing more about the science, getting their health, but I also like to motivate people, coach people to really look for ways to get more financially free. I have enjoyed it for most of my life, been able to be there when my parents got sick, was able to be there for my kids when they had problems in school. And I think that everyone, every parent, every husband, every wife wants that, wants more time with their family. And what better way than to really look for something that you could get passionate about, have great support, and it's worldwide. So for those reasons, I've been very excited to share with people.
That's great. So where do you see yourself going with the business? What are some of the things you want to achieve?
Well, I definitely want to keep on scaling and getting to that point where it takes kind of like a life of its own, because it gets there once you start building community around this idea. And that's what the encouragement is all about, connecting with people and helping them actually become successful. That's how you become successful. And that's the reason why I'm so excited. That's what I'm looking forward to. More success on my downline, so I can see them grow.
Nice, beautiful. And more success, more money. Woohoo!
Absolutely.
Well, Johnny, thank you for taking the time out of your busy day. I know you're a very busy entrepreneur, and welcome to 3. Great to have you with us.
Thank you, Samson. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, folks, look, you heard it. This is a very dynamic business. Anybody from all walks of life can be part of this business. It's global. Look, just get back with the person who put you on this call. Let them know what you want to do, how you want to get started. We are building this business on a daily basis, so don't be left out. Well, looking forward to seeing you on the next Zoom that we have to showcase the opportunity. Tomorrow we have the Empowerment Tuesday, and Wednesday we're Wellness Wednesday to talk about the science and the products. So looking forward to seeing you on the next webinar. Take care, everybody. Thank you. Samson Li signing off.